She's a well-loved personality right here on Broadway.com with her talk show Side by Side by Susan Blackwell. She's also the star of Broadway's Title of Show and its new Swirl Off, Now Hear This, at the Vineyard Theater. Please welcome Susan Blackwell. Did you like that swirl off?
I'm quoting that. I'm going to quote that from here into perpetuity.
Well, it's not a sequel. It's not a prequel.
It's a swirl off.
It's a swirl off. It's the first
It's a
off-Broadway
big
swirl off.
swirly. I love that.
How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
This is surreal. It's like being interviewed by my brother. I love it.
Is this awkward being in the guest chair?
It is a little weird. I would like to be large and in charge, but I'm going to let you take the lead, and I'm going to bottom on this one. Go ahead. And SFW. My prediction for this interview. Go ahead.
I'm topping you. So what are you serving us today, Susan Blackwell, to quote you?
In what sense, Paul Wontorek?
Well, maybe fashion.
Fashion, I'm giving you a Cole Haan lady boot.
Nice.
It's waterproof leather. It's wonderful. I'm giving you a jegging, just a clean denim jegging. I'm giving you cashmere on top. And just a statement earring piece.
So what are you serving us emotionally? How's your day? Where are you right now in this moment?
That is an interesting question.
And a topical question.
Speaking of the Now Hear This, I have a little bit of we're in previews right now. I have a little bit of a preview hangover, if you will. Just a little singed on the edges from trying to make our show better and working as fast, dancing as fast as we can. But I'm so happy to be here and sitting with you.
Now, I love the title, Now, period, here, period, this, period. I love that. I think it's a great title.
Thanks.
And there's actually some thinking behind it. It has something to do with some monk.
Yeah, it's not
some
just
monk
a
said
bunch
something.
of bull crap. It's actually,
You're very highbrow, aren't you?
yeah,
You love quoting.
I'm highbrow, lowbrow. I'm awesome, awesome.
You're on that chart.
Assy classy chart. I trend towards assy.
So let's explain this to people.
So now hear this is, do I look at you? Do I look at the camera? I don't know.
You can look at me.
What's your format? Because in my format, I look at the camera.
You can look at me, but you can do it asides to your camera.
Okay. Okay, great.
Is that good?
So I just want to understand the rules of engagement. So now hear this is, it comes from a Trappist monk named Thomas Merton, who now unfortunately is deceased, but he said if you can get to the intersection of now, here, and this, meaning now, not the past or the future, here, this location, this, whatever it is you're doing, then you will be present to appreciate your life and live it and maybe be happier and
Live in the moment.
Live in the moment.
And obviously, it's it's a topical discussion because people are in their phones and kind of like people aren't present
heads
with
up
each other.
their own butts. So
Right.
I include myself in this too, more so than anyone. I have the mind of a monkey, and I'm either in my phone or with my head up my ass. And so just trying to, and I'm also anxious and needy and all those delightfulnesses. So just trying to get to a place of being present, being here with you now, and you, and you, and you, and enjoying life as it unfolds.
When were you at your least present? Like, tell me about the point in your life where you were a train wreck. Let's get right to it. Let's get right
Just
to
cut
it.
to it. When was I a train wreck?
Because you seem you're a very centered person.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is just it looks that way from the outside.
Yeah.
I've never been a train wreck like, I've never had to check into rehab or anything. I don't know, maybe that's in the cards for the future. Maybe if I keep working hard enough on Broadway.com, I'll go on Celebrity Rehab.
That'd be fun.
Maybe not. I don't know. But I am a more fearful person on the inside, anxious person, I used to be a very shy person, and I've gotten much better at that. I'm less shy now and more apt to be able to sit here with you and love you and lick your face, but I have been in the past much more anxious and fearful.
So, Title of Show is where we know you from. The first time I ever saw you was in Title of Show,
Sure.
which had a very long journey to Broadway.
Yeah.
It started as this, and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And then it made it to Broadway.
Yeah.
What was it like doing the show on Broadway? How do you look back on that time?
That was a time when I actually made a pact with my fellow collaborators and castmates that we would, because it was so miraculous that a little show like that made it to Broadway at all. We made a pact with each other to be as present as possible and to enjoy all the parts of it. So the seeds of Now Hear This are actually planted in the earlier experience. Yeah.
And you guys are actually tight.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun if someday you're not, and like you have to like reunite, like 20 years from now.
Yeah, I hope. You know,
fake it.
I'd like to see a huge falling out happen.
Have you seen Merrily We
and
Roll
then,
Along?
No.
That's what it's about, kind of.
Is that right?
Yeah, like.
I'm so ignorant. I think
No, it's
people
all right.
think that I know a lot about stuff, about musicals and stuff.
I think it'd be fun if you had to
shit.
fake. I was thinking that as I was watching Now Hear This, which I really loved at the Vineyard Theater.
That's nice. You're nice.
I was thinking that it would be fun if you were all faking it. Because there's this whole show about how much you love each other.
Well, like love and life and how you want to live your
Yeah.
life and telling
actors
people
are kind
how
of
you
full
feel
of shit,
about them.
so it'd be fun if it was just the whole thing was just fake.
We actually, it's funny because we are very tight, but we work very closely together. So a lot of conflict emerges, like I would say on a daily basis, but I feel like we process it pretty quickly and
Right.
very directly.
Right.
We're very, most of the time I like to believe that we're pretty emotionally mature with each other, which is hopefully why our friendships will last. But maybe not. Maybe there'll be something that is completely irreconcilable and we'll just blow the roof off of it.
If one of you broke off and turned into an a-hole, which one would you think that would be?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably happening. I think the seeds are
I'm
probably
a
all
breakaway
planted.
a-hole.
It could happen.
Breakout a-hole, Susan Blackwell.
It's funny because title of show, I don't want to say it forced itself onto Broadway, but it kind of did. I mean, title of show and it was like you were doing on the web, like, hey, we're gonna go to Broadway, right?
I think like so many people, we Oprah'd that thing so hard. We were like, well, Oprah told us we can do what we want, and if we can dream it, we can live it. So we secreted that thing into existence.
Yeah.
Whether Broadway wanted it or not. But that was also a chance. We did a lot of online stuff, blogging, and like video content and stuff like that. But it was also a way for us to just make more things together because we like to make things together and do stupid crap together. And
so you're doing good stupid crap right now together, and
trying,
you were not an author of title of show, but you are now writing with Hunter Bell.
I'm a writer.
Did you say like, hey, let's do another show? And
yeah, I actually wanted to kind of do something to keep the gang together, and so I knew I wanted to do something, and so I actually was the one that pushed hard to initiate a next project. And also, you know, I guess not everybody wants a chance, but I certainly wanted a chance to be more self-expressed and have a say in having our say, which is another wonderful show that I have never done.
about the Delaney sisters.
That's right. So yeah. So it was a chance to take a different approach to storytelling and try something that I had not seen before. There's sort of a type of storytelling and weaving direct-address storytelling with music and comedy and jokes, and I wanted to experiment with that.
So people know, this is not like title of show at all in its structure. It's not the story of what you guys have been doing since title of show.
Watching a lot of Real Housewives, working for Broadway.com. But that would be a great show.
That'd be a good show.
It would be a good show. Check it out on Broadway.com. Already exists.
Broadway.com was name checked in title of show.
Yes, it's true.
In a negative kind of.
Well,
Broadway.com
let's just,
can
like,
bend
full
over
disclosure, let's just put it on the table. So Broadway.com used to do reviews.
Right.
And I don't think that Broadway.com or the writer at that time loved title of show in an early iteration.
It was a dismissive review.
Right. And
at the NYMF Festival.
And as title of show chronicled its creation and its progress, some of that was reflected in title of show. So when I started working for Broadway.com,
right. Well, actually,
full disclosure, yeah.
In the show, I think Hunter, didn't he say like Broadway.com can bend over,
kneel down,
yeah.
open its online mouth, and suck and then it got cut off.
Yeah. Okay.
And so when I started working for Broadway.com, people were like, "Oh, scandal!" And I was like, Yeah. See how that water passes under a bridge?
I thought it was hilarious.
I enjoyed all parts of that story I just told you. I enjoy working for Broadway.com. I enjoy doing title of show. I
So-
enjoy telling jokes about Broadway.com.
So this is not the story of the four of you. Now, well, it is the story of the four of you in a different way. So now it sort of like takes the personalities we all met in title of show and loved, and find out more about them, right? I mean, you're sort of revealing.
Yeah, it's sort of a deeper dive, I would say.
Deep dive. It's a lot of deep diving.
A lot of deep diving.
Heidi cries.
People
there's
cry.
some tears, and Jeff has some gay issues, and Hunter is trying to be a model.
Don't
and
tell mine, keep it a secret. I wonder what mine is.
Yours is a secret. We can't talk about it.
I don't think it's been openly discussed.
We really don't want to talk about it.
I like the mystery of it. I do like the mystery of it. Because I don't think, okay, here's a hint. I'm not gay. That's not my secret. I'm not adopted.
I'll give another hint. Your issue is currently dramatized on a television show that you love.
Great.
So everybody, go down
I'm
to the
a
vineyard.
pageant child. I'm a pageant child. But it
You've
is,
got issues. You got
yeah,
issues.
yeah.
It's one of the highlights of the show. Actually, your issues.
Thanks.
I love
Well,
it.
I don't think
There's some
it's-
choreography that
there's
illustrates your
choreo,
issues.
but I don't think it's been. I've never seen it explored on a stage
No,
before.
it's a very hot topic.
Who knew? Who knew it would be hot?
It's you as a youngster,
Yeah.
and it immediately made me wonder what the hell you were like as a youngster, because you're one of those people that seems like you're supposed to be an adult.
I've always been 45 years old. I think that is partially true, but I also think it is sort of described in the play. I was just always like doing, president of the Honor Society and
Right.
president of the student council and cheerleader and school mascot and in the choir and in the musical and just always going.
Right.
Yeah.
Focusing on success.
Just focusing on doing stuff. I don't even know if it was success. Just
You're
being
pretty driven.
busy.
Don't you think you're driven?
I don't think I'm ambitious. I think I want to eat life for breakfast. Like I want to have a lot of adventures in my life, but I don't necessarily think that I'm driven by being successful, if you will. I want adventures. That's why I feel like I love my job at Broadway.com so much, because it's just been this magical door. You opened a magical door for me to have such great adventures, which is all I really want in life. It really is.
Well, that seems like a transition.
Do it.
So let's talk about it.
Seg it.
So you
Can
host,
we get a star wipe on that transition? Pew. Go ahead. What?
you host Side by Side by Susan Blackwell.
I do.
Broadway.com.
Who produces
And
that?
we work together on that. And we've done
Plates.
20 episodes, 28 guests.
Crazy?
A lot
That's
of-
crazy.
Yeah, you've done a lot of this now. So, what was your sort of inspiration? Like, why'd you want to do this? You just want to
I wanted
get close to Norbert Leo Butts. What was the?
Who doesn't? I wanted to. I was sort of like, if you could. Basically, you came to me and said, think about what you want to do, and I sat and I thought, what do I want to do? If I was me, what would I want to do? What would be exciting? What would be fun and sustainable and interesting and engaging? And I thought, to go on play dates with people and have it be as if the viewership can come with you and to do what they would want to do if they had
Right.
the opportunity that I had.
Right.
So to sit in the lap of, Audra McDonald, or to lick Daniel Radcliffe's face, or to talk about Norbert's butthole, whatever it is, that's what I wanted to do. And so it's so amazing to me that I get to do that, that there's a team of people that you help make that happen.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for that.
Let's talk not about Norbert's butthole, but about the licking thing. This is sort of one of your signature moves. You don't do it all the time. You kind of upset the fans sometimes when you withhold the licking sometimes. But what have you always had like an oral fixation, or what's that
when
about?
that started is I was covering Broadway on Broadway. This is a little Broadway on Broadway action. I was covering Broadway on Broadway for Broadway.com, and I was interviewing Sutton Foster, It was a Sunday morning. She had that beautiful, fresh, clean Sutton Foster face. And she kissed me on the cheek. And as I was turning my head, she was so sweet. And as I was turning my head to kiss her on the cheek, this thing just flashed through my mind. And it went, lick her? Will you? Won't you? Yes. And just in that nanosecond, as my face turned towards her, I just licked her face, and I was like, that was delicious. I love that. And it's so weird because it's not really sexually motivated.
Right.
It's just if you at home wouldn't you want to? I do. I don't know, maybe you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
And I'm not always
but it's fun
moved
that you
to do that. And
So who was the tastiest? Is she up there?
she's so clean and fresh. I mean, she is just like a daisy,
Yeah.
that Sutton Foster. Can't beat that. But there's so many people that are so like, I like licking Lin-Manuel Miranda. I don't even think that made it into the episode. There are people that I lick and it doesn't even make it into the episode. We'll do just a clip show and it'll just be like, line it up, knock them down.
Who was your funniest guest? Whatever comes right to mind. Who like made you laugh the most on one of these shoots?
Norbert
Yeah.
Leo Butts.
Yeah.
He is so himself. He is so comfortable in his own skin, and he is so free and willing to go there.
Talk about his butt.
Not just his butt, but just like he's just. I just think he's so delightful. But we've had so many fun, delightful. I feel like the more comfortable a person is in their own skin.
Right.
I thought Andrew Rannells was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like Dan Radcliffe was so game, so just at first so nervous and but so game and
Yeah.
so willing, and by the end, he just blossomed in front of my eyes.
What's been your best adventure you've done with someone? What's your favorite activity you've done?
Well, I don't think you can beat having Daniel Radcliffe scrub your toilet.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
good.
hard to top.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's great to sit in Audra McDonald's lap and have her sing you the theme song to SpongeBob SquarePants.
That doesn't happen every day.
It doesn't. I appreciate that. I liked sitting and laughing with Kelly O'Hara at the pedicure salon
Yeah.
and having my favorite thing is sitting with Andrew Rannells or Norbert or Josh Gad, and when they tickle me, when somebody tickles me, I just love laughing
Yeah.
with people. That's the
Yeah.
best. It's the best.
Yeah, I love when somebody takes you by surprise and you actually start losing it.
Oh my God, I love it.
Do you have any dream guests? Do you know, dream really big? I mean, I know you've kind of hit a lot of them.
Oh
but
my God. You know who I think would be a great guest
Who?
is Hugh Jackman. I think Hugh Jackman would be a great guest. He seems like he'd be game. He'd do something. He'd go, ride a Ferris wheel with me or something.
Why
Or we
not?
could. Why not?
You have a vampire thing. You sang a song called "Die Vampire Die" in title
Mm-hmm.
of show, which was all about like vampires were what, like things that keep you from
Stop you from being free or being.
right.
Yeah.
And you still do workshops.
Yeah, I
Die Vampire
teach.
Die workshops
Yeah.
with Hunter.
Yeah.
What happens to those? Kids
It's
come and
creativity workshops where we write and we learn how to take sort of an essential idea and grow it into something,
Right.
however people want to self-express.
and you are obsessed with Twilight. You love vampires yourself.
I love, not all vampire,
Okay.
but I like those Twilight. I like those Twilight books. And at first I started reading them. My sister teaches high school. Hi, Julie. And I was like, well, is it good? And she was like, yes. And so I was like, I want to know what's in the zeitgeist. So I started reading it. And like the first 16 pages, I was like, this is like something I would have written when I was in high school. And then like on page 17, I was like, this is like something I would have written when I was in high school. And it took me back to that feeling of like just being young, and the fantasy of it. So yeah.
Can we play a quick lightning round of Suck, Marry, Kill? Suck, Marry, Kill, since you love vampires, with some of your past guests. Come on, let's just bang it out. Is it all right?
Okay, so it's suck their blood,
Yeah, it's
or suck their
suck.
goodies. What are you?
Whatever you want to be. Suck. You have to suck one of them, marry one, and kill one. So let's do it. Come on. Ready? Let's do this. Come on.
Oh,
Gavin Creel,
Gavin Creel.
Andrew Rannells, Jonathan Groff.
I would marry Jonathan Groff. I love him.
So you'd marry him.
Absolutely.
Come on, suck someone.
I guess I would suck the blank of Andrew Rannells,
And
and
you
I'm going to
kill
kill
Gavin.
Gavin Creel.
Okay.
Gavin, you have my word on that.
Okay, let's
Coming for
do
you.
some ladies, some
Okay.
lady guests.
Great.
So let's do Andrea Martin.
Okay.
We had Beth Level,
Okay.
Joanna Gleason.
Oh gosh, I'm going to marry. That's tough. Those are some high quality ladies. What kind of life do I want? I'm gonna marry Andrea Martin. She's gonna make me laugh for the rest of my life. I'm gonna suck the life out of Joanna Gleason.
Okay.
I'm gonna make her the undead. She will live
Okay.
for an eternity. And I guess I'll kill Beth Level.
Okay,
But I don't mean you any ill will, Beth.
it's just fun.
It's just for funsies.
Sutton Foster, Karen Olivo, Kelly O'Hara, Suck, Marry, Kill.
God, these are such high quality people.
Well, you've had high quality guests.
Good Lord. I'm going to marry Karen Olivo. I love you, baby. I'm going to suck the blood of Kelly O'Hara,
Okay.
and I'm gonna kill Sutton Foster.
Can we do one more?
Yeah.
Is this painful?
No.
Daniel Radcliffe, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and J. Robert Spencer. That was a fun shoot.
That was an amazing shoot. He's a pip. I am going to marry Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's a safe bet. He's awesome. I'm going to make Daniel Radcliffe the undead. And I'm going to, naturally, I'm going to kill J. Robert Spencer.
Naturally.
Naturally.
So, what does your husband think of all this madness? Just really quickly. Is he
That's
good with all this craziness?
So funny that
You've
you
been
would ask
married-
that.
you've been
yeah,
married for-
we've been together for like 15, 16
Yeah.
years. You know, I think my husband at this point is he's just accustomed to the lunacy, and he knows he's in on the joke, he understands, and we sit together, we usually sit together, and when I watch our episodes for the first time, we sit together and we watch them together and laugh about the things that are funny. And
He's a former Blue Man. Does he ever get into Blue Man drag for you in a sort of sexual way?
not
or-
recently.
Okay.
When he was a Blue Man, we got a lot of questions about,
Yeah. Is it hot?
the
Do you find
blue,
it hot?
I have to tell you, when I first started, when I saw him in the show, that's when I was like, I'm going to hit that. It's hot.
Awesome.
Have you seen that show?
I'm going to hit that.
He was banging on a big drum, and I was like, I'm getting some of that.
On that note, we're out of time.
It went by so fast.
Everybody, please check out Now Hear This.
Now Hear
At
This.
the Vineyard Theater now
Vineyard
through
Theater.
April 15th.
Yeah.
It's an amazing show. I loved it. And I love you. And thank you for being here.
I love you too.
It's good to see you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.